Hello YouTube. There's many ways of performing magic, and one of the things that I like to do when I perform my magic is to use tarot cards. Now this deck right here is a tarot deck that I got from my local metaphysical store, and it's a little small Rider-Waite deck, and it's a great little deck, and I use it just for doing magic. I also have a regular Rider-Waite deck that I use, and I use this for magic and divination. Now, one of the things you can do if you want to use your tarot deck just for magic, you can consecrate the deck. You can dedicate it to a specific god or goddess that you're working with or whatever. It's all up to you. I use two decks. This one I use for readings and magic, and the little small one here, I use this one just for magic. And the reason why I use this one just for magic is because it's so small. I kind of seems silly doing a reading from a deck this small, so that's why I use it just for tarot spells. So what is a tarot spell? Well, this is the way I do it. There's many ways on how to do a spell based on a tarot deck, but this is what I do. First of all, I use candles in my spell. So you can take a candle like this, and you can engrave different symbols on the candle, different things that you want to draw into your life, or symbols that mean something to you specifically, or you can even just write out little phrases. I want to bring more love into my life, or I want to open up my psychic channels, or whatever it is that you want to bring into your life. You can just put it in the candle. And one of the things that I like to do is I have this Hecate, or you probably can't see it. I guess you can see it a little bit. But I have this Hecate oil that I like to rub on the candle, and I also take it and I rub it on my forehead. Now, those of you who are familiar with the goddess Hecate or Hecate, she is a guardian of the crossroads. So you use her when you want to open up the crossroads, when you want to open up the veil between the worlds. So this oil here is dedicated to her. So when you're doing your magic, at least when I'm doing my magic, I like to open that veil up between the worlds. And I take the oil, I anoint the candle, and I also anoint my third eye here. So what you do after that is you light the candle, and then you pick a tarot card that you want to use for your magic. And there's many cards you could use, and basically you pick the card that best represents whatever magic that you're trying to bring into your life. So say if you're trying to become more of a magical person, you can use the Magician. That's a great card. Or say that you want to be a stronger person, you can use the tarot card Strength. And say that, let's say if you're trying to bring more balance into your life, well, Temperance. Whatever card that best suits whatever it is that you're trying to bring into your life, that is the card that you're going to use. Now, one of the things that I like to do is I'll take a card like this, and I actually did the spell last night. I take a card like this and I set it in front of the candle, light the candle, put the oils there, write the engravings on the candle, and I concentrate. And I concentrate on the card, and what I try to do is go through the card into the spirit realm. So it's sort of like a trick of the eye in a way. If you stare at something long enough, that thing, at least for me, it comes to life. And I tell you, when you take a card like this and you stare at it for a very long time, it's like the Magician actually starts to move, or starts to smile, or he gives you some type of indication that, yes, I am here and I am alive. Now, to the rational mind, that might sound a little silly, but we are talking magic here. We're dealing with the right side of the brain, not the more logical left side of the brain. So that's what I like to do. Stare at the card, make the card come to life. So we're doing Strength. Stare into the card and draw the energy from the card. You can do that also. What does strength mean? What does strength mean to you? What does this card mean? Why is the lion red instead of yellow? Because red represents power and passion. So take the deck and you use that, and you stare at the card, and you stare at it until the card comes to life, and until the card actually gives you an answer, or until the card actually begins to speak to you. So it's a simple spell, and it's a spell that I like to do. And as I said, I actually did the spell with the magician last night, and it's a very powerful spell. And there's something to be said for taking an image and staring at it to the point where that image comes to life. And that's actually a subject of another video that I'll be doing soon. Staring at images. You know, people a lot of times they think that whenever you're trying to communicate with spirits, that you use black mirrors or use a scrying bowl or whatever. You can do spells based on tarot cards where you're scrying into the card also. Now maybe, I'm pretty sure that if I do some research I will find other people who have done, you know, similar things, but that's just me. That's just something that I kind of stumbled on myself. So try it, see if it works for you, and if it works for you, hey, you know, shoot me an email, let me know how things work out. Alright, until next time, love is the law, and peace.